What up, folks?
What's up?
We back, kinda, a little bit.
I was expecting your greeting, but I guess
True.
It's different. Spoilercast.
Yeah, right? Yeah.
Been a while since I've done a Spoilercast.
Yeah.
It's been a while
Since I've been
talking about a movie like this.
We talk Spider-Man.
Across
the spider.
the Spiderverse. Oh my gosh.
Woo!
How you like me now?
Yeah.
Hey, what's up, Danger? Look, I don't even know where to start with this movie, but right as you know it, we do spoiler alert here, major spoiler alert.
Major. This is a spoiler cast, so
Yeah, so I mean, for those that still don't know the definition, it means we're gonna ruin the movie if
we're
you
gonna
haven't
talk
seen it.
the whole movie, people.
Pretty much. Random parts, don't know what's gonna come out of our mouths.
Right.
So, how do you start with this movie, G?
Let's start it off from the tippity top.
Well, okay, go.
Okay.
Like which part?
Gwen, it starts off with Gwen's world. What's going on with her? We know she in the rock band.
Oh my God, that was awesome! How they
All the
opened
Mary
up with,
Janes.
how they opened up with Gwen's story. I was not
Yeah.
expecting that.
Me
bro.
neither. I wasn't expecting it either. Yeah.
It kind of reminded me of the first one, right? When they opened up with Peter Parker's story, right?
Yeah.
And I was like, oh snap, because I had to rewatch the first one again after this movie. I was like, yo, they did almost the same thing, but they definitely threw it like left wing when going with Gwen's opening. I was like, damn, bro.
Yeah.
But that was a seriously good shocker of an opening.
Indeed.
And emotional as fuck. Like, I was like, damn, Gwen. Like, I was feeling her whole story, and I was like motivated to try to go read her comics after this movie, dog.
Right,
I was
yeah.
like, damn, bro. Gwen Stacy, Spider-Gwen has such a good story.
Yeah. Her world is cool, man, because, like, well, I ain't gonna get into comics, but
No. Don't spoil that.
I ain't gonna spoil it.
But
Anyway.
the whole part when, like, with the Peter dying and then explaining, like, how that happened and everything, I was like, damn, bro, that's tight.
Yep.
And then you didn't realize how much she was missing her friend Miles that badly. I was like, God dang, dude, you love him. You really love him. You really love that kid from Brooklyn. So, yeah, great opening.
Right?
Linking back, and they kind of, like, went into what happened a little bit in the first movie. Did they do that? Or am I tripping?
They did like a little
Yeah, they did.
snippet. Yeah.
Yeah, once they got to Miles' part, then Miles did his little thing, like, all right, here's the deal. And I was like, oh, shit, it's Miles, bro.
For the last 14 months,
I've been only Spider. I was like, yes, you have been. I love you, Miles. Oh, God. I'm just going to throw in right now, like, I took my son Adam to see this movie in the Caribbean, and it was his first movie ever in the theaters, and I was shedding tears at the moment. Like, for this to be his first movie in the movie theater, bro,
Right.
was a crowning moment. And he thoroughly, like, sat through it and watched it. I was like, damn, bro, like, the movie had him hooked.
Yeah.
It's like, yes!
A lot of
He was there
visuals.
whispering like, what's gonna happen to Miles next? I'm like, you gotta sit down and just keep watching, boy. Just keep watching. You'll see what happens next. But then as they jump into Miles' story, they bring it back.
Yep.
And he's there doing his Spider-Man thing, and he's messing around this little, pushover, it would seem,
Right.
in Spot.
Yes.
Who turns out to
villain of
not
the week.
be a pushover.
Yeah.
God dang.
Definitely not the villain of the week.
But that was one of the funniest encounters I've seen, dog. I was
It
just
was, man.
cracking
That was
up. When the bread was falling through the Spot, I was rolling.
Right.
And he's there stealing when he's not supposed to be. But I mean, he said put it on his tab or whatever for the guy.
Right.
I love how they threw that little Jamaican guy too running the deli. The Spider-Man. You're going to pay me back for that later. I was like, Shabba! Let's go.
Get the Spot.
Go get this Spot, man, and bring back my money, then. Yeah, man, that's steal from me.
But I like the way that they have this guy was the one that was thrown and hit with a bagel.
Right?
The villain.
I was dying, bro. I was cracking up because, like I said, when I went back and watched the first one and I saw that part, and I was like, "That's him. That's the bagel guy." I don't know if they planned that or they just like let's just make it some random person who's gonna be the villain, and they just they hit the nail on the bagel. There you go.
Exactly. Right.
It was
I like how they
perfect.
mashed it up. They mashed up the first movie without really, messing up the first movie.
Right. Yeah. And I love the voice actor for him too. What's his name? Aaron something. God, I can't remember the guy's name.
He's
he was in Scott.
He's Gideon from Scott.
From Scott Pilgrim. Gideon.
Right.
Yeah. And it was just it fit the character to like perfectly. The voice matching up, and pretty much every voice cast that they had in here was just brilliant.
Right. Yeah.
But it was really like quirky and stuff, and he really didn't know how to be a villain. So it's kind of like his origin story tale being told too. Like he's trying to figure out how to do this and be actually respected. So they did a good job actually on this, like making you feel sort of a connection to how he wants to be as a villain. Like I need to be your main nemesis. Like he's out to be somebody special for Miles, even if he's a bad guy. And I was like, I could dig that, Right. And then that shit went extreme. But before we get to that part,
yes,
the relationship between Miles and his parents,
right?
I was feeling that. I was feeling that heavy.
Feeling that heavy. Yeah.
And there was a constant theme throughout this movie of like relationships with your family and like the things you care about the most, you know what I mean? And they touched on it in the beginning, and throughout the movie they just built on it beautifully. But like the struggle of him and not being understood by his parents and always freaking being busy. This is why we love this character so much.
Yes, Spider-Man is always busy, trying to live two lives.
Trying to get it done, live the grind, and also try to be himself at the same time. That struggle is what makes his story one of the best across the comics, across like every movie. I mean,
right.
Just keep coming back for Spider-Man.
And plus, his parents don't know that he's becoming a man. So it's like they gotta, like he said, you gotta let him fly.
You gotta let him fly. Yo, that shit had me dying, bro.
The voice of him.
You gotta let him fly a little bit, like this big.
Officer.
You know what I'm saying?
You gotta get off his ass.
I'm sorry. Yo, that was so good. That brings to the next point. Like the humor in this movie was well crafted, dog. Just well placed and well timed. Exactly. Didn't take away from anything. It just made the movie. It was the ultimate popcorn, enjoyable, entertaining movie that you look for, with a very solid story to keep up with. You know what I mean?
Yes.
And as the story progresses, we're gonna keep moving this forward. Mm-hmm. And something was hinting to me like, okay, maybe his mom is gonna pass away because of how they had that little talk before he went off, right? Uh-huh. When Gwen pops back up in the picture and she's like, just go. And I'm like, oh man. And they had that little talk. I'm like, damn, is she gonna die, bro? I was like, you can't kill Rio.
Yeah.
Don't kill Rio.
Yeah. Well,
come on.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Don't do it. But
please don't do it.
Well, we'll get to that part towards the end. But Gwen comes into his world with her little new device she gets from.
the spin on Prowler's theme, but it's not his.
Yeah, right.
It's Spider-Man 2099.
Yeah,
2099.
Ultimate show.
Yeah, and I like how she was recruited, but not really. Like he didn't really want her.
Well, he didn't
I was like, damn, bro. Yeah, he didn't trust her
with Miles. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, she comes into the picture, and I'm gonna talk about just the web slinging that part when they were web slinging together.
Oh man!
Oh my god,
dude! I was like, dude, this is the most perfect
web slinging
ever. You're having a whole full conversation while web swinging.
I bust a whole web slinging nut. I was like, did you see that? Did you see how he whipped that shit out?
Dude, God. And it just show how much Miles is not like this 2-day hero. He's like,
right.
He's a year in. So he's on point with his web swing.
With every swing. Like in the first one, he's kind of like flappy and but
right.
now he's kind of like everything is precise and fluid. And the way they even animated this thing, which was just top-notch animation.
Right.
Like to show the fluidity in the web slinging between him and Gwen and seeing their different styles. And as they, traversing through New York, I was like, dogs, this is beautiful stuff here. And that needs to win an award for animation. And jeez.
I've never seen, this is the first time I ever seen this, when they actually use their webs on their legs.
Yeah.
Their foot to
that
web.
Was dope when they attached it to their foot. I was like, yo. And then they having a conversation upside down. I was like, what? Who thinks of this stuff?
Man.
But thank you.
Man.
I want that kind of web thing in the next Spider-Man game that's coming out. Like, give me that, please.
Yes.
Oh my goodness!
Just that whole...
or a VR version of that. Just give me that, and I'll do it. My God! So moving along, shit starts getting a little crazy because Mr. Spot is now figured out. Like, hey, I know how to get stronger. He goes after all this Alchemex juice
around the dimensions of
and he starts hopping dimensions.
Dimension
and getting stronger. Now, the part that tripped me, dog, and I was like, yo, this dude is like Avengers level threat right here. Like when he was playing around, he's like, he was had like squeezing his hands together, and the universe that he was in was kind of like it was crumbling for a second, and then he stopped. I was like, yo, he almost smushed the universe, bro. What?
He don't know how powerful he is.
Oh my God. Like, they should just give that theme song to What's Up, Danger? Like, just do a little spin remix for Spot. Dang. That dude is crazy strong.
Yeah.
And when all hell starts breaking loose, then, Miles figures out, like, he follows Gwen into where this whole Spider-Verse University. Society. Monsters Inc. version.
Exactly right. The whole
university
like that. Yeah, right. Yeah.
I was like, damn, they got classes on how to be Spider-Man. No, Spider-Man 101's down the hallway, right there. Take a left.
Yeah.
But once he goes in and then they opened it up to that universe, bro, I was just gone. Like, I was gone.
I was gone too.
Every part of me was just, when you could feel every pore in your body. Like, something transcended in me while I was watching this movie, bro. There was a spider glow coming out of every pore. I was like, I can't. Is this it? This is heaven, isn't it? This is freaking heaven that's happening right now. I'm stuck in a Spider-Man. I'm stuck in a glass case of Spider-Man emotion. I'm so freaking happy. Yo, I wanted to tell the person running the film. I was like, "Can you pause it? I just need to see which Spider-Man it is.
Every single
just
Spider-Man.
Pause it." That is gonna be the most paused scene when I get that Blu-ray, bro. Like, I'm gonna be pausing that shit nonstop. Like, okay, that Spider-Man was in it. That Spider-Man was in it. Like, spectacular freaking Spider-Man. What the fuck?
Dude, when he stepped up and was talking, I was like, they got us, man. They got us with that one right there.
They hit us out of left field. They took, I think, like, because, Sony and Marvel's kind of they're working hand in hand a little bit
right,
here.
Right.
With the Spider-Man properly. But they took what they did in Spider-Man No Way Home and just blew that shit out of the water, bro.
They did.
To grab, and they even pulled in what's his name, Andrew Garfield, dog. I was like, what?
They pulled Toby, Andrew, like, just clips and made it make sense.
Made it make so much sense. Even Lego Spider-Man. I was like, bro, I was just playing that with my son the other day. Right. Like, they had Lego Spider-Man there. Oh my God, dog. How did they do that?
Man.
How did they do that? I saw they had him in the first one, but I saw the Spider-Man from the first game. Right. He was there.
Yeah.
What's the Scarlet Spider was there? Oh, man, every Spider you could think of was there, bro.
Ben Riley.
Oh my God, it's so many to talk about. It'll take too much time to go through every Spider-Man.
Yeah.
But I was not expecting them to link it to like live action people.
Right. Exactly.
That factor alone
fits.
It fits. It makes sense.
Makes sense.
Because of the way you can know multiverses. Yeah, some multiverses are animated, some multiverses are a Lego character, and some are actually live action. I was thinking of the possibilities going forward. Like, okay, is this how they're gonna, start bringing in if the trilogy ends, right?
Right.
With Miles somehow becoming transported to the live action Miles Morales that we want going forward.
Listen, that's like one of the ideas that need to happen because that's the best way to do it.
The best way to bring him in. Because of the fallout of his fight, he gets transported to the real live action version, and we have ourselves a live action Miles Morales. If it happens, you heard it here first. If you didn't listen to any of the podcasts, this is the one.
You better listen to this.
Called it first.
You better call it. I don't see it.
Oh my God, I would be so happy. But for them to bring that in, I was so. And then Donald Glover
as a Prowler. Now people get it confused. This is not the MCU's Prowler.
No,
this is just a Prowler from a different dimension.
Right. But the fact that he was chosen, because remember initially people wanted him to be Miles Morales,
right? And then he voiced him from animated shows, and he's a big Spider-Man fan. And
then they casted him as Aaron Davis in the other one, right? When he's talking about in the MCU, and then he pops up like, oh my, everybody in the theater like jumped and started clapping when they saw that dude, bro. He's like, it's bad to steal. I was like, yeah. Say something else. Say something else, Donald Glover. Say something else.
Yeah.
Let him out the cage, bro.
And they got this dude.
My God.
They got him looking like the Prowler from the comics.
Yeah, man. They got that suit tight.
That was a tight suit.
Yeah. So, okay. So now we're here in the Spiderverse.
Yes.
There's a lot of spider shit going on.
Okay, so wait, let's backtrack with the India Peter Parker.
Well, actually, that leads into it because he went there first before he went to what's his name? Pavitir Prabhakar. I'm pretty much butchered that shit. But they went to the Spiderverse area before they went over to the India Spider-Man.
Right.
And damn, dogs, that scene was tight.
So tight. That Spider-Man
is super dope.
He's just OP with it, man. Just his
super dope.
He's like the perfect version of a Spider-Man.
Yeah, and he had all these my God.
You could tell that he was because they recruited him within a week.
Yeah, he was really strong.
Yeah.
He was really dope. And just his whole world was like Indian's version to Manhattan. It was just cracking up. Wait, I got a question for you. Being a comic book guy. Is that a real Spider-Man from the comics?
Yeah, that is.
Oh, yes. All right. Yeah. I know what I want to read next week. I know what I got to pick up. Gwen and this dude is on the docket.
Yes.
Bro, and I love that they chose that dude voice, the guy that was in Deadpool, the Indian driver. Yeah. Oh, his voice is hilarious, but for him to be chosen fit that Spider-Man perfectly, dog.
Yes.
Like I said, the voice choices was brilliant.
On point.
And his jokes had me dying. He's like, what is this guy? And I'm not going to butcher that accent right now. I'm not going to do that. But
you had it a little bit.
A little bit of the Spider-Man. A little bit of that Spider. Who are you? Who are you?
You gave me chai tea.
You gave to my chai. Chai is not chai tea. It's chai is something different. There you go. I guess I did butcher it. We tried. But that whole scene with them web slinging, and once again the fluidity of the web slinging was great, and the showcasing of his powers in particular was awesome. And just to see that they start messing up because this dude Spot was getting in the business. Easy. God dang.
He's getting well within his powers of understanding.
I could not believe how fast he got to that freaking Alchemax and just took shit to a whole other level.
Right.
Now, with the whole Miles saving his dad, right? Was his dad? Yeah, it was his dad.
Yeah.
That part started making me get a little bit more scared for Miles.
Right. Just
when they started canon event shit.
Yes.
Yeah.
That
canon event explanation was just brilliant, just the way they did it.
We ain't talk about the Highlight of the movie.
What?
Hobie Brown. Spider-Punk.
We getting to him. We getting to him. Bro, we trying here. We are trying to keep it together.
We got a lot of stuff.
Damn. Let me get through that part first, and then we'll go. I have them on my list. I was like, right here, right down on the pot page. I got them. Don't worry. We got them covered.
Okay.
Let's bring it back. So, the canon event. When the Spider-Man 2099 explained it, and I was like, yeah, you know, it makes sense. And then the way they webbed everything, like it seems like a multiverse stream of webs, right?
Yes.
For me, that makes a lot more sense than what Marvel is doing with their whole. I don't even know what they're doing, but their whole multiverse timeline shit. That ring, I was like, nah. It should be a web because that makes more sense, right?
Though it's broken though, like it's branches.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. There's different branches, different universes. I kind of like how it looked like. Instead of a tree, make it a web. Makes more sense. It look cooler.
Yeah.
So the fact that they had it all, and I like how they showed and explained all of the canon events. I'm like, oh snap, dogs! But once they started talking about, you know, it was like the captain, that has to die or something like that. He's like, my dad just turned captain. Is about to be captain. I was like, oh shit, dude, your dad about to die.
And then Gwen's father is a captain.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, like that whole situation of the fact that you gotta not do nothing.
Right. And tugging at I told you, emotional movie right here, dog.
Yeah.
Because you're thinking of like, if you're in that situation, dude.
Yeah, dude. You're like, come on, man. You can't. Nah, I'm not going to just. If I'm a Spider-Man in that whole area and I'm doing that little, you know, that intervention that they, like Miles was saying, what's going on?
What's this, an intervention?
I would be like, yo, dude, save your father. I won't be like just sitting there trying to stop you.
Now, let me go on the other side of that because I was actually understanding what 2099 was saying, bro.
Well, 2099.
I was like,
see, 2099 screwed up trying to be a person in the wrong universe.
Right. And he learned that you have to let it just be. Right. So I understand his viewpoint on why you have to let the canon event happen, because Miles goes and saves this dude's dad, and then all hell starts breaking down and shit starts getting messed up because he wasn't supposed to do that. They got to send in the troops, try to close up this portal gap, and all this thing started going haywire. So I'm kind of understand why he's saying you just have to let it be. And I do get it's tough to just say, okay, I'm gonna just sit back and let my dad die. I get that part too, but there's got to be some gray area in there. They're not showing it just yet.
Yeah,
as to how this can be averted.
Miles is the gray area.
He is.
He is the gray area because
he is.
Well, we'll get to that in a minute.
We'll get yep, that's next on my list. We'll get to that. So so now before we jump into the chase, because that's coming next, right? Let's go talk about your boy, right? Yes. Mr. Spider-Punk.
Oh boy.
Man. Dopest design I've ever seen.
Highlight of the movie.
The design on that dude, like he was a blend of psychedelic
like
pieces together.
Strips.
Yeah. Just different pages meshed together. I was like, what?
He's literally a rock star rebel.
How did they see that and put this? And I was just blown away by flabbergasted how they created this.
And he's actually now, in the comics too.
I know Spider-Punk.
Okay.
But his whole design and his whole aura, his whole personality was dope, dog.
Yes.
It's I'm just, I'm just here not to get fined kind of mentality.
Right.
I mean,
I'm just, exactly.
I'm just, I don't really want to do this. This is his whole rebel talk had me die, bro.
Right.
It's the government. He's so anti society. It's funny.
I'm not
he's supposed to be a hero.
Because a hero.
Right. He giving his whole explanation as why he is. But I loved who's it? The guy that voiced him.
That's man. His name is, I don't know, but
he was in Black Panther. I know he was in Black Panther.
Yeah.
Once again, beautiful choice there for the character.
Yes. Best.
I can't wait to see it because I think they said they're diving into his story a little bit more too in the third one. So I can't wait to see what that looks like.
Yes.
And one thing I want to point out before we move forward, I'm glad they didn't throw in too much of the ones that we saw in the first and the first Spider-Man's Into the Spider-Verse, because we already know him, right? But then you see Peter comes back and it's like, oh, stop, he's got a little baby, like that's cute. I mean. But you can see once again they're playing with the attachments that you have to those people that you care about the most. Because
exactly, yes.
Tell that to Peter Parker if he had to lose his baby. Oh,
right.
All hell will break loose, right? If your canon events, you losing your child, nah, bro. I'm pretty sure he'll be on that whole other side.
Right.
Now,
exactly, yeah.
You want to go forward now?
We could go forward.
All right, we're chasing. We're running now. We're running. All right, we're running. Yes. We're talking. We're moving. We're web slinging it all over the place because they chasing the hell out of Spider-Man, bro. Yes. They chasing the shit out of Miles Morales.
They chasing them.
Go, Miles, go! Swing, Miles, swing.
I'm talking about they got Tyrannosaurus Rex Spider-Man.
Yo, that shit had me dying.
They got a cat Spider-Man.
Oh my god!
Come on, man. Any Spider-Man you would think of
was chasing him.
He was chasing him. Yes,
dude. I was dying but then excited at the same part with that Tyrannosaurus Rex, bro. That shit was so freaking hilarious.
Yeah,
but. When they said, chase the Spider-Man and they all did the whole point, the meme shit. You, me. Classic. Such a classic, bro.
Yes.
But you started to see how strong Miles Morales really is.
Fast, too. He's really agile for Spider-Man.
Really agile, really smart, really freaking strong, dogs.
Right.
And in this part, too, you also see how villainous this Spider-Man 2099 is. Dog.
Exactly.
Like, just his aura and shit and just how he was chasing.
Right, yeah.
I was scared for my life.
Villain over there, bro. Yeah.
I don't know. I like to make him look act like a villain. This guy's a hero where he comes from.
He's literally charging on all fours.
And to make him look so villainous, I was like, damn, bro. Like, he used to be one of my coolest Spider-Man. I'd be like, oh, shit, man, they need to make a game for him.
Miguel is, in the comics, Miguel is kind of a prick.
He's a jerk.
He's a jerk. He's a jerk in the comics, yeah.
Not like a villain, bro. Like, he's still
not
gonna...
a villain. He's like, I don't mess around. I gotta get the job done. And don't
he's a no nonsense kind of guy.
Yes,
but
yes.
that whole the way his mask look and the music, that sound, yeah. I was like, damn, it's not like an elephant that slipped and fell on his own trunk.
Yeah.
But his whole thing was like, damn, bro, y'all really made this guy like a Craven.
And also,
it's like a Craven Spider-Man.
His power set is different from.
OP.
Like he paralyzed people by biting them like a vampire. That's why
he's a vampire Spider-Man.
That's why they say he's like a vampire Spider-Man. Yeah.
Yeah. He actually got some spider powers that's like, legit spider shit like in real life. You know what I mean? He's got like the fang thing going on. I was like, God, dude.
Yeah, talent.
You morphed a little too hard with your spider.
Exactly.
You got extra teeth? Clack, clack. God dang.
Yeah.
So that chase scene was the most, like, I heard it took 4 years for them to do it, and I believe that. But, like, that shit looked like a lot of freaking work. Because you got to focus on everyone's web slinging action and the design behind every one of these Spider-Men that you put in here.
Yeah.
Or Spider Thing, because Spider-Ham is not a person. This is not a guy.
Right.
And then to do it with everything else going on in the back, you have the trains going up there.
Hundreds of Spider-Men.
Futuristic cars in the background.
Swinging all around.
Like in the blue sky, just heading up and all this wind action.
Where is it going?
I have no idea. I was like, this is the longest train ride ever.
And they still sticking on the side.
That is some serious stickiness on your spider powers.
Yes. Adhesive.
But then for him to hit the line like, you should not have been Spider-Man.
That's dude.
Yo,
literally is like you said is true because that spider
was not from his universe.
And I forgot from the first one that spiders was glitching when it landed on Miles.
When you go back and watch it, dude, because when I went back and watched it, I saw that it glitched. I was like, that's it.
Yes.
But in the first one, they were even showing you when Spider-Man put his head in the thingy, right?
Right.
That they were already working on this portal shit for a while, right?
Right.
And then that Spider came across early, and Gwen came across early too in the first movie.
Right.
I didn't even realize that.
Because she was saying like all the Spider people was coming through different days of the week. Like she came 2 weeks ago.
Right.
One came, kind of like how Toby and Andrew came.
Right.
In Far From Home.
No Way Home.
Well, yeah, No Way Home. Sorry.
So the fact with that Spider not being from his universe and like he was supposed to bite someone else, that shit hurt, bro. Because it's like this dude has been trying to find his identity. He found his identity in the first movie. He wasn't sure if he was ready to be a Spider-Man. Then you come in and try to strip him of it. Like, no, you really weren't supposed to be a Spider-Man. No, like, how do you tell that to a teen? Like, his hormones raging and shit. He don't know how to figure out life right now. And you just come and just bash him like that. Yes. And the fact that the other thing that hurt was like his friends all knew about it.
Gwen,
you knew I wasn't supposed to be Spider-Man.
You knew this whole time.
You ain't telling me nothing. Peter, you didn't say nothing to me.
Come on, man. That's why y'all didn't come and visit me, huh? Y'all had
when he dropped that shit.
That way, you were like, oh, okay.
Yo, it made sense, bro. And then when he went, but it was a motivational thing. Yes. I'm glad he went that route.
Yeah.
Because he's like, you know what?
Yes.
I'm gonna do this shit on my own.
Yes.
And what made this Miles stand out as like, this is one tough, strong ass Spider-Man.
Yes.
Because he has the only one that has the venom powers.
Yeah, yes.
Right?
The electricity, yes.
Electricity, the camouflage and shit.
Right.
And for him to beat and outmaneuver all these Spider-Man and also like trump the freaking Spider-Man 2099, it's like, okay, he was supposed to be the Spider, but he's this anomaly, but he is he's like the Jesus Christ of freaking Spider-Man.
Exactly, right.
The ultimate.
Yes.
The Omega. Right. I mean the Alpha. Yeah, the Alpha. Yeah. The Alpha Spider.
And that's why since he's an anomaly, if it affected, it would affect his universe. Like he would affect his universe if him being there, because you can't do nothing with Miles because it's within him.
Right.
The spider bite, the powers itself is within Miles, so his universe is not being deleted. So that's
so that's where you think the gray area comes into play.
That's the gray area, yeah.
Right. So you're saying there's a chance.
Exactly. There's a chance.
There's a chance he can save his father, and I don't know, dogs. I don't know, because would his canon event be his uncle dying?
His canon event,
and that had to happen.
Well, it did. So
it did happen. I'm saying, but
it's like the others.
Does that count?
And they even showed it as his canon event. So
that should be his event, dog.
That should be it.
So what's the big deal with his dad? I mean, but then Spider-Man does go through quite a bit of losses. You know what I mean?
It's multiple losses. It
ain't just like Uncle Ben that just died. Like Aunt May died and all that stuff.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Even Gwen died and shit. So lots of different things could happen to Spider-Man.
Indeed.
But yeah, I'm glad he took that moment, became even more like an adult at that point. To me, I feel like he took a huge step.
He said, "I am getting tired of people telling me how my story is supposed to be."
Right? Like, and it sounded like he was talking to people outside of the movie too. I was like, "Ooh, ooh, you said he wasn't the real Spider-Man." I looked at the person. I was like, "Oh, you said he wasn't supposed to be Spider-Man. I heard you. Now he put all y'all in y'all place."
You heard that, huh?
And something that hit me, I can't remember where I heard it from.
Right.
But the fact that this Miles is happening now, kids in this generation are like my son.
Right.
He's saying Miles is Spider-Man. You get what I mean?
Dude,
like they are growing up knowing like Miles Morales is Spider-Man.
Right.
Not Peter, like us, we knew Peter Parker growing up. Right?
Yes.
And it wasn't until like the latter part, going into like the Miles guy came in the picture.
For us, it's both.
Right. But for them, for the next generation, this is why this is such a crowning moment, right?
Right.
For them to be like, this is our Spider-Man. And he's like, and the right spot. Like, I was like, damn, it's meshing together so beautifully, bro, for the future generations. Like, here we have the new Spider-Man.
That dude said, I'm going to do this my own way. Blast him off the train. He almost
Bro.
catch the train.
He did, yeah, right.
Yeah.
When he used that move from his own video game, dog.
Right.
When you absorb the stuff and then release it back out.
Yeah, and then Hobie kept saying you gotta put all your hands in.
Yeah. Oh man, he was even trained. I like how he was kind of like giving hints and stuff through it through the movie too.
Yeah.
That was dope. Yeah. So now the chase scene is over.
Chase scene over.
He's escaped.
Right.
Now we get to the coup de grace. Take me home.
Ooh.
Take me home.
He said he wanted to go home, right? Computer said, "Hey, we gonna take you home." Where you home at?
Okay.
42.
This is your home. Now, when this part happened, right? And he was there talking to his mom.
Right.
You know, revealed that he was Spider-Man.
Right.
I already, and then she didn't really, it's like, what are you talking about, right? Right then and there, G, I call it, bro. I called it like I didn't see it.
Dude, like when she said, "Who is Spider-Man?" Oh, this ain't your home.
I said, you in the wrong universe. I said, drop my freaking Pepsi. I was like, God, I know he's in the wrong universe.
The Pepsi falling down in slow motion. The spider's home, not your home. Your power's home.
Talk about a cliff, but I feel like the build up and stuff behind that moment too, because the music was just this like triumphant, battling, hardcore music.
And
that
he's
was
racing home. He's like, I'm Spider-Man. He's.
Now I was thinking with the way like this gravitas of music that was going on, like the movie was about to end, dog. I was like, okay, it's about to end.
Yeah.
Because they kept building up, because they kept going higher. And I was like, what the fuck's about to happen?
I said, this about to end.
Yeah, like they about to cut it off. You know what I mean? And they didn't because and then that whole moment they show like, okay, Spider 29 had his crew looking for him with the Ben Parker. Was it Ben Parker that was part of the
Ben
crew?
Parker and Spider-Woman.
Scarlet Spider?
Yeah, Pregnant Spider.
Yeah. Hunted him down, Gwen trying to say, I'm going to go for him. So I'm thinking like, okay, they about to end the movie. But they didn't end it just yet because wait, there's more. Prowler, quote unquote. He tracks him down.
Right.
And he's trying to explain to his uncle, hey man, don't kill me. He gets wrapped up against the freaking boxing glove thing.
Yeah.
And he's like, I'm not the Prowler. So, shit.
This universe... His father is a switch swap with the brothers. So his father died in this universe.
Father died.
Yes.
And this the universe, because that spider went to a different one that it wasn't, this universe ain't got no Spider.
No Spider-Man whatsoever.
All hell was breaking loose. You see fire. I thought that shit was Gotham for a second. I was like, oh, damn, Batman in this motherfucker. That shit looked like Gotham City.
That whole world looked like some type of, what you call them? What's the name of that HBO show? The Wire was a comic book. I was looking at this like this.
Streets is hot.
This looked like The Wire.
Streets is hot.
Comic book before, like the whole dark tones. Everything like it's in the shadow, but it's like edged out in the
just dirty.
Line. Yeah, exactly.
Dirty ass city.
Right. Yeah.
That's what it looked like with no Spider-Man. God dang. Everybody in the garbage department quit. Shit.
Right. Exactly. Right.
Yeah. So it says, his uncle says he's not the real Prowler. See the glove come on somebody else. The actual Prowler props up. Turns out to be.
I knew it. I knew it when he first knocked Miles out on the roof. I said that I'm telling you, I know for a fact Miles is the Prowler in this universe.
Turns out to be Miles.
Yes.
In with freaking boss ass braids, bro.
Banging
ass braids.
I'm Miles Morales.
I was like, dude, with his eyes all, you can see the pain in his eyes from years of suffering, losing his dad. Oh, man.
This Miles ain't playing no game.
And then they start playing the beat. Like, then it starts getting back higher and higher and higher and higher. I'm like, okay, is the movie really going to end now? Is it over? Miles versus Miles. And then it cuts off. So now it leaves us with this, like, it's been a while since we've been cliff-hung, if I'm gonna say it like that.
Exactly.
It's been a while since we've been cliff-hung.
When they gave that to be continued, I was like, oh,
yo,
comic book version of a to be continued. It
is shaping up to be the greatest animated trilogy we have ever witnessed.
Superhero trilogy too. Like, oh man,
that's debatable. That's a debate.
It depends on how
we gotta keep it. We gotta separate it. We just leave it animated. Just leave it animated.
We're gonna leave it animated, but yeah,
just leave it animated.
Leave it animated.
The greatest animated superhero trilogy is what is happening here right now, folks.
It all depends on that 3.
The third, yeah, because they could. But I don't, bro. You really think they're gonna drop the ball in the third one? I don't.
No, I don't think so. So I was just saying, I would say one of the best superhero trilogies. Yes. So.
They leave it with Miles in his situation, which looked like he was about to come out because he had his spark thing going, so he's going to blast out of there. Then you have Gwen, and she says, you know what? She goes and gets the squad.
She gets
that's going to help them.
Some new members, some old
members. New members of the squad.
Wait, link up.
What did she get? She got Privateer, right? He's on the squad now?
Yep, him, Hobie, that cyber chick.
Yeah,
she was cool. I like her powers too.
Yeah.
So
and the animated one with the robot. Yeah. The one with the robot, the Spider Ham and Spider Noir and all that. So she's got her set, and then you have Spider 2099 and his crew. All hell's gonna come breaking loose in this freaking climactic clash. That is coming for us in Beyond the Spider-Verse.
Next year.
Next freaking year cannot get here fast enough.
March, hurry up.
What a time to be alive,
man!
As a Spider-Man fan. Oh, God! Oh, God! If you think you can't wait, you still have Spider-Man 2 dropping this fall on PS5.
I pre-ordered.
This portion of our Spoilercast is brought to you by Spider-Man 2, dropping on the PS5 later this fall. Pre-order like GP.
October.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
So that's going to hold you over. And it's going to hold you over well until the next movie. Ooh, yes. So, overall, this has been a great spoiler cast.
Indeed, yes. One of the best.
I'm saying one of the dopest soundtracks to throw that in there as well. Dope ass freaking soundtrack, bro. I gotta get it. I gotta get the whole thing and play it again.
You got to.
Jeez. I wish they would have just thrown a little ooh, just for the hell of it. But it's all right.
Yeah. But the new songs is
new songs keeps it pumping.
Yeah.
Web woven story to perfection.
Indeed, yeah.
It actually, some people thought it fell off from the first one. I disagree. I think it actually. Go ahead. What do you think?
I think it's right.
I think it's aligned. Right the fuck up.
It aligned with it. It's like,
if not better. If not better, G.
If not better, dude. Because the panels is like a comic book. The movie itself is like a movie version of a comic book. Come on, man. Come on.
I don't know, man. It's hard. I mean, the first one was not even the bar is really high with that first one.
Right.
And this one has the bar just probably a millimeter higher. I don't know how else to put it.
Yeah.
But it is definitely not in any way. If you're listening to this, you're still trying to decide, or you've heard it or you've watched it and you're I'm not sure. When I put it, just put this shit above. All right, come on.
Just put it
It's
above.
Better. It's a better movie. But it's not a knock against the first one.
Oh, no. No,
it's not.
It's like you going up the stairs.
Yeah, you're just going upstairs and you're already high up. Yeah, you on the freaking what's that tallest building in Dubai, right? You going up on that. You already at the tippy top.
Exactly.
And you just take it one more step higher.
There you go.
That's it. It's that good.
That's good.
That good.
That good.
Oh, Spider-Man good. Cross Marvel good. That's so good.
So good.
So good.
Oh,
Solid 10 out of 10. You don't even have to ask.
come on.
It could be a 20 out of 10.
It could be a 30 out of 10.
It could be 5,000 different Spider-Man out of 10. Bro. Like,
Exactly. Every one is them. Like
everyone.
however you want to do it. It doesn't matter.
And I don't know what else needs to be said, but I need to watch this movie at least 16 times more.
I saw it twice, and I want to get it when it
I hate
comes
you.
out.
I'm joking. Shit. I wanted to see it again.
And like when you see it again, you go look at some parts that you miss. You like, oh, look at that. Oh, this part.
Of course.
Yeah.
With so much that they put in, man. And even
man.
I saw some people, there was some comments like, oh, you couldn't hear some things too well with the audio. I'm like, I heard it pretty well.
I heard
in
it
my
perfectly.
theater. What theater are you going to? That maybe you should change your theater.
Yeah.
Because don't go to those.
Yeah.
Go to one in the hood. Like, what the hell? Of course you're going to hear no shit. There's gunshots going on outside.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on. Yeah.
Roaches stuck up in the film thing that's turning. Of course you ain't going to hear no damn
Crawl
thing.
all around the screen. You ain't gonna be able to
So definitely a solid, like, I don't know. It felt like Christmas in June. You know what I mean?
It's Spider-Man Christmas.
It was a Spider-Man Christmas for all Spider-Man fans, and it came early in June. You know what I mean? And then I was like, it just kept unwrapping itself. There's more parts to enjoy. Like, the gift that just kept on giving, bro.
That Spectacular Spider-Man.
Spectacular Spider-Man needs can we get his series back?
We need to continue that show. Start
That was one of the
you
best-
ended and continue.
Yo, they even threw in the 90s. Did you see the 90s Spider-Man?
Yes, the one. Yes.
Oh, God. Oh, God. Oh, God, Spider-Man. Oh, God. This is so good. This is so good.
They had a Spider-Man as a car.
Oh, my. Yo, you still going back. It's going to take at least 3 hours to go through every freaking Spider-Man they added in.
Oh, man.
Jeez, but I don't know, man. It's like it's the best time to be alive for a Spider-Man fan, dog.
Indeed, man. Come on.
They have finally got this character down where he could be perfect live action with what they gave us in Far and No Way Home and perfect in animated style.
It's the only good thing Sony doing with the property.
Yeah, we're not gonna get into anything else.
Because I don't want to. That's call it out.
Yeah, we're gonna save that for our other episode.
Yeah.
We'll save that for our other episode.
Yeah, next episode.
For those fans of the podcast, you know, we will. This is our Spoilercast. Our real show's coming up soon. All right?
Yes,
our real
yes,
episode.
yeah.
But we just had to do this one here. It was overdue, of course. That's on my part. I was overseas. And it just took a while to get going.
Yeah.
But we are so glad you tuned in to hear this Spider-gasm that we were having.
Spider-Havoc-gasm.
Spider-gasm all over this damn floor already.
Yes.
But clean up on aisle 4. But anything else you want to say on that, or should we just wrap it up here? Let's web thing on out of here, G. Come on,
let's swing out of here.
That was that guy known as GP. Listen, folks, you can catch us on our next episode coming up 116. Twip, 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 backflip. Oh, shit. Cosmic Spider-Man land.